I don't know if it's conspiracy, but the idea that nuclear bombs may not even really exist. It's just the whole nuclear bomb thing could be a big hoax. It's pretty interesting. There's like a lot of people out there that believe that the whole thing was fake because, well, they tried to really make a nuclear bomb, but it's just not possible, you know, with the technology that we have now. It's still not possible to really seriously. So they just faked it. You know, like you ever consider that maybe the nuclear bombs don't really exist? That it could be a hoax? Oh no way! That's crazy. That's insane to believe that. I don't know, man. I've never seen one go off personally, but there's never been one used except over there on the backside of Japan. You know, and I'm, you know, there's yeah, but yeah, people are like, no way, man. It's like it's such a rock to their paradigm, you know. The idea that the almighty nuclear bomb might just be not real. To me, I wouldn't put it past anything, you know. I found out that there's so much shit, you know, that's been faked over in this world, that to find out that nuclear bombs really weren't real wouldn't fucking be beyond my realm of possibility. Yeah, if you look at the old videos of them, and then they show, there's a lot of these conspiracy videos show, like, you know, like some of these might have been composite, like time-lapse shots of the sun coming up with clouds, and it made it look like a blast going up. And other ones they just look fake, like they were animated, kind of like the one where the Russians did like a hydrogen bomb. It kind of looks like real fishy. But yeah, so they like faked it. So they couldn't make a real bomb, you know. So they just pretended that they made one and stacked up a shit ton of dynamite, exploded it. You know, they mixed it with other chemicals and shit to make flashes, and they filmed it from different angles and said it was a nuclear bomb, but it really was just conventional explosives, even the ones that they set off in the ocean, underground. I'm not saying it's true or not, but I'm saying it's quite possible that there really is no such thing as a nuclear bomb. Got to look into it, man. And so the United States pretended like they got the nuclear. They carpet bombed the fuck out of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. You know, and then there's the people that, oh, tell that to all the victims. You know, that's just like when you question 9/11, they're like, tell that to the victims. When you question anything, right? It's like, oh my God, questioning the existence of something is an affront to the victims somehow. You know, it's insane. Questioning whether a nuclear bomb really went off or not is somehow insulting all of Japan. You know, that's what these people make it seem like. Questioning 9/11 is insulting the whole military of the United States and all the people. You know, shit like that. It's like, whatever. No. I think the real victims, you know, any real victims that I've heard, they want to know the truth, you know. But if you question it, that they were nuked by the America, you're crazy, or I don't know. Is it really crazy? I don't think so, man. I'm not the only person that thinks it's a possibility, man. But so they proliferated that idea, you know, or the lie that they have nuclear bombs, and then I think maybe somehow the Russians found out about it and they said, well, we're going to pretend that we have a bomb too. So they made a fake bomb, and that's how the conspiracy goes. Look at all this orange pink shit in the snow. I don't know what that could possibly be. I don't think I've seen one real video of a nuclear bomb going off. It seems like everyone I've seen looks real questionable. It's just like the ultimate, game of protection racket, really. You gotta spend all this money to maintain these nuclear bombs and make more and test them. We'll just fake it and take all that money and fucking keep it for ourselves. Pretend that we're spending it on. And like it's so difficult to make the nuclear fuel is ridiculous. Yeah, I like the way they show how, they kept the nuclear bombs keep getting stronger and stronger over the years, and they show one explosion dwarfed by the next, dwarfed by the next, dwarfed by the next, as the bombs get more and more powerful. And then also, they become smaller and smaller, so eventually they were able to put them onto a intercontinental ballistic missile and fire them anywhere in the world, from land or from submarines. And yeah, you're right. I mean, I admit it's pretty elaborate. Fucking, it's a real elaborate hoax. If it's a hoax, so was 9/11. So was the chemtrails. Everything, man, is real elaborate hoax. And everybody says, how could it possibly? No, there's no way. Well, the conspiracy says that, a lot of the scientists that were involved were killed. All the people that were involved in the delivery of the bomb and shit they all kind of disappeared and died off. So they were really never really around to be questioned about it. So yeah, there's a lot of questions too. If you look at the bomb when they dropped on, they show it from an airplane. It just looks like a couple big old plumes of smoke. But this bomb is so powerful. It would make this huge, gigantic, scary looking cloud in the sky. Or would it just be like a kaboom? Like the bomb that went off at fucking Oklahoma City. Like all business and no fucking, pleasure. But no, these bombs that they show, they're so dramatic and huge and I think they're fake, man. I really do. But yeah, but like not only did, during the Cold War, they had these nuclear warheads and these ICBMs, but then they were able to put 10 of them beside of one missile and fire it, and then they stockpiled thousands and thousands to where they could, theoretically blow the earth up hundreds of times over. That was the threat. I remember when I was a young kid, and it was watching TV, man, we had this like old black and white TV, and there was this really dramatic commercial on there, and it showed a big old mushroom cloud. And I remember it was like really, really scary as a child. It was like one of those things that just I remembered all my life, was that image. It just what it meant to me as a child was like this mega death, like and evil thing that was going to get us. That as a young child, seeing that, that was the kind of fear that I think they didn't want to put in people. Oh my God, it's so horrible. We have to have the bomb to protect ourselves from the bomb and the bad guys who will use the bomb against us. It's almost impossible to make plutonium, but somehow they made enough for all these thousands and thousands of bombs. They can blow each other up millions, Well, the only way to stop them from blowing us up 100 times is we can. And then that went on through the Cold War, We can blow them up 200 times. And then, so mutually assured destruction was the MAD, and they called it, and therefore no one could ever use a nuclear bomb. It's real convenient for a hoax, you know. A bomb so terrible they could never be used, you know, and that's the deterrent. It's brilliant, man. It's a brilliant hoax. People bought it. How could they not? You know, they saw it on the TV. They showed it over and over and over to generations and generations. They sold it to since World War II. So yeah, then like all these countries, you know, they're all pulling a hoax on their people, is what it is. You know, well, if you tell them we don't have a bomb, then we'll tell them that you don't have a bomb. You know, it would never get out. I think that's what a lot of this espionage and shit is all about. To keep that shit under wraps, so that it never really gets out in the mainstream. Well, it never will. As if the controlled mainstream media is going to come out and say, "Yeah, nuclear bombs don't really exist." We've been pulling a shit on you people for 70 years. You're dumb enough to believe it.